Welcome back, guys. Equity Podcast, Berek here. The holidays are here. The holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. During this time, even starting with Halloween, but especially when we start getting in November, we start getting, we have Thanksgiving. You're probably going to two different families' Thanksgivings for some people. You might have a Friendsgiving. Then you have office parties, you have gym parties, you have Christmas, you have families coming over, you have New Year's. I mean, there's just a lot going on this time, which is super exciting. One of the things that we can use to help improve our health is connection with others. So we love these type of events, right? This is where we connect with our family and our friends and being part of a community, and we love that. It can also be a challenging time to make sure that we're working towards our goals, and we want to make sure that we have a plan when we're going to all of these different events, right? So I'm just going to kind of summarize some of the things that we like to use when we are doing parties, when we're going out to parties. And we'll just kind of wrap them up into a neat little package. First one is the one plate method. What we mean by the one plate method is when you're at a party, you eat one time. So we'll get a little bit to that. You eat one plate, and you can put whatever you want on that plate. There's no judgment. There's no restriction. You just, you're there. It's a party. It's Thanksgiving. It's your Christmas dinner. Your whatever you celebrate, whatever holiday it is, fill that plate up and eat all those things that you really love eating, that brings you some happiness, that you really enjoy eating, and enjoy it. What we don't want to do, it's that one plate. What we don't want to do is then go back for seconds. It's that second plate that starts that starts leading us down the road that we don't want to go. It's that second plate is what starts leading us away from the goals we're trying to achieve. So, one plate. With that, kind of like the sub A, the part of that is if we're only eating one plate, that means that we're not going to be snacking. We don't want to be just constantly just nibbling and grazing on everything else. It is so easy when we start grazing to eat more than you actually realize you're eating, right? You start having some chips and then all of a sudden you've eaten half the bowl. It happens to me all the time. And I really try not to do that. Sorry about that cough. No snacking when you're going up. It's that plate of food, and then that's all you're having. One plate, no snacking. The next one is the beverages. So hopefully, in general, we don't want to be drinking calories. Drinking calories is just there's no fiber with whatever, like juices. We don't like juices because we're just getting the sugar, basically. It's flavored sugar. We're trying to limit our intake of calories drinking them. And one of the big ways that we do that is through alcoholic beverages, adult beverages, and we want to try and limit that as well. Hey, we still want to have a glass of wine with dinner, or whatever your thing is. And what we want to do is try to limit our consumption of those, so that again we can still keep working towards our goal. We can have a little bit of fun and celebrate whatever we're celebrating, but still not go overboard where we're completely off the rails, right? So the big way to do this is to have a 3-drink rule or 2-drink rule, whatever it is for you. And what that is whatever the drink limit is, say it's 3 drinks, you're allowed 3 drinks, but you can't finish that last drink. All right, so you always have that last one just sitting there. And in that way, you're still having fun, and you don't have that peer pressure of people like, oh, why aren't you drinking? Like, you literally have a drink in your hand, and you just take that third one and just stretch it out, and you always have something in your hand. And also, hopefully, people aren't shaming you or trying to get you to drink too much anyway. People understand what you're trying to work through, but if we have to kind of find a workaround, that's a great way to do it. So have that drink limit and don't finish that last one. The next one is dessert. Same thing. What do we want to do? We want to limit your allowed one dessert or one plate, and that way, instead of just trying everything, just get that one thing that you really want, or just get a little bit of everything. But you can't go back for that other one. Same thing. One plate for that dessert. Just go back to it once, or just go once and don't go back to it again. So, just kind of wrapping that up. We have the one plate rule, we have the no snacking, we have limited beverages, and we have one dessert. And then that's going to be able to help you stay on course, right? We might veer off just very slightly, but it's not going to completely get us off track. Some of the other things, not necessarily to do during the party, but before any party, is to have a plan. Make sure that you kind of talk it over with yourself, like as you're driving there. Be like, hey, all right, I'm going to do the one plate method. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This is the number, and then you have this bright line. I'm stealing that from a book. You have this bright line. This is what I'm doing when I get there. If you go to a party without a plan, you're just going to go back to whatever you usually do when you go to a party. You're going to be grazing and go back for seconds or thirds and getting all of that. So have a plan from the start. Since we're limiting what we're doing, we also want to make sure that we're eating throughout the day. Make sure we're eating our regular meals. We're eating what we usually eat throughout the day. If you just don't eat, you're just more likely to binge after that goes. If you eat before you go, or make sure you eat those regular meals, you shouldn't be as hungry, and therefore we should not eat as much. So make sure we eat our normal meals, make sure we think about our plan before we go, and then we use that plan in action when we actually go there. Talking with somebody else can definitely help. Having somebody there who knows what you're trying to do can definitely help you. So, your SO, like, hey, I'm going to try and do the one plate and this and this and this. If you see me doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, let me know. And that can be hard to hear. I know all the time. I always tell myself no chips or no grazing or something, and then all of a sudden Krista sees me going into the bowl for the tortillas. That's my weakness, the tortillas. And she's like, Berek, no tortillas. And I'm like, leave me alone. I'm a big, strong man. I can eat tortillas if I want. And then, I eat a couple, and then I'm like, she's right. I need to not eat these. So have that accountability partner can definitely help. Significant other, or even if it's just a friend there to help you out. So, kind of wrapping this up, we want to make sure that we're celebrating and having the things that we enjoy having, but making sure that we're staying relatively close, working towards that goal of where we want to get, making sure we're staying on the path. At least we can see the path. We're not completely going the wrong direction, and making us get farther from our goal. All right. I hope this helps, and be strong. No, that's not right. Enjoy your holiday. Keep your goals in mind. I have a wristband that I wear that I try to remember during the holidays. Rather the pain of discipline than the pain of regret. And that's a good motto for the holidays. You're either going to have the pain of Discipline, doing the things that you said you were going to do, following all those things that we were going to do, which is hard. Or you're going to have the pain of regret. Man, I wish I wouldn't have done all of that. Which pain would you rather endure? Which pain is going to help you get where you want to get? I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Cheers.